Hi, it's Michael Zapersky from ConsultingSuccess.com, and welcome back to the Consulting Corner, where consultants learn how to consistently attract their ideal clients and increase their fees. How big are you thinking? About your business, about your revenues, about the number of clients that you want to attract? I see far too often that consultants are thinking too small. They're looking at an incremental growth. They're looking at what small step can I make that would make a difference in my business? And while that is not a flawed way of thinking, it won't allow you to reach bigger goals faster. So look at what your revenue target is right now. Let me ask you, right, what is your monthly revenue goal right now? What would you like your consulting income to hit within 6 months on a monthly basis? And now picture that number in your mind and double it. So if your goal is to reach $10,000 in monthly income, what would it look like to generate $20,000 in monthly income? If your goal is to hit $50,000 a month in monthly income, what would it look like to turn that into $100,000 in monthly income? And now with that new number in mind, with that 2x number in mind, figure out what do you need to do to reach that goal, right? How many clients do you need? How many leads do you need? What types of services and products do you need to provide to enable you to reach that level of income? And now what you'll find by doing that is that now you actually have a clear target that you're working towards. And even if you don't hit that target, you'll most likely surpass your initial target. And in many cases, now because you actually have clarity around that new number and you're working towards that new number, you're taking actions, right? You're reaching out to the right number of clients. You're following up on leads. You're working to offer new services that will allow you to hit that new level. What happens? Well, often you'll actually get very close to hitting that new level, if not actually attain it. And so if you're thinking about growth in your business, if you have a growth-focused consulting practice, it's really important that you start thinking bigger. And this, when I say thinking bigger, I know I'm talking about revenue, and I know for not everyone, revenue is, the only thing that you have in mind. Certainly, increasing your assets, your net worth, making more money, not just for the sake of having more money, but so that you can spend more time with your loved ones, so you can create greater freedom in your life, so that you can take care of the people around you, right? That is something that you're able to do as your business becomes more and more valuable, as you make more and more money. But thinking bigger doesn't only have to do, and it's not only connected to making more money. It's also about what types of clients do you want to land? Do you want to be working with smaller consulting clients? Or would you prefer to go after significantly larger ones? Oftentimes, consultants, when they're working especially in a solo type of business where it's just you, there's no one else around you, you don't have employees or staff or team members, oftentimes you just look at, okay, what is that next step? What do I need to go from where I am right now, right? What do I need to do to go from where I am at this exact moment to that next place? And we think in terms of small steps. And while there's nothing wrong with that, why not think bigger? Why not at least allow yourself the opportunity to create a plan and to entertain, to see what it would actually look like for you to go from where you are. And instead of just going to that next step, what would it look like to leapfrog and to go to that ultimate step, to really where you want to get to? But you may be thinking, you may not necessarily have the confidence to get there right now. However, I want to assure you that if you can't see the target, there's no way that you can actually reach it. So the first step here is to actually create a clear goal. What is that number that you're working towards? What is that number of leads? What is that number of clients? What is that number of income that you're working towards? Because if you can't see those numbers, you won't actually be able to reach those goals. So once you have those numbers set, then the next thing that you want to do is to figure out what steps do you need to actually take to make that a reality, right? Just thinking, well, I want to achieve $10,000 a month income or $100,000 a month income isn't going to allow you to get there. It's nice to have that number, but you then need to figure out what needs to actually happen to enable you to make that a reality. And then the next is to actually start taking the actions to get there, right? Just sitting back and planning and thinking never replaces action. So you want to actually start taking action to move your business forward so that you can make those plans a reality. And if you do that, I assure you that you will be able to make significantly more progress and faster than you ever have before. It starts by thinking bigger, and then by connecting the dots to figure out what steps you should take to actually make that idea a reality, to take that plan from the paper, right, to the actual pavement, to put it into place. If you do that, you'll see much greater success.